the United States Touring Car Championship. My name is Nikki Arsham, and I'm here with Ron Valtierra.
Hello, hello.
So, we both went on track this morning for warm-up. What'd you think of it?
Perfect weather, perfect temperature. Car was running great, and I think everybody's going to do really well. We have qualifying coming up this afternoon, race later today, and I think everybody's going to do well.
Yeah, for sure. It's for sure going to be an interesting and even battle, kind of. A lot of the classes seem to have a lot of close battles this season.
Oh, absolutely. And with, like I said, with the weather, I think it's going to be a close one.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go check it out.
Hello and welcome to Final Drive TV. I'm Rick Nannini and I'm joined with Julio Decker. Julio, welcome to Sonoma Raceway.
It's great to be back. What a lovely weekend. The sun is out. The racers are excited. It is time to get it on.
It is round 6 out of 7, and now this is when it gets critical, when the championships start to form. This series brought to you by ATP Electronics, the official memory solutions of the United States Touring Car Championship.
All 4 classes have dices going on with 2 weekends to go, so it's getting really exciting.
It certainly is, and championships in all classes are still up for grabs, so it's still anybody's game. So let's get to our starting grid. On pole position, we have Rob Harper in the AP Racing BC4 Chevrolet Corvette. Next to him, Doug Makishima in the MCS BMW M3.
In row 2, we find Greg Evans of Rose Construction in his BMW M3. Next to him is speedy Gary Sheehan in his GoGoGear.com Koenig Wheel Hyundai Genesis.
In the next row, we have Reto Baumann in the West Coast Ravenel Volkswagen Jetta. Next to him is Art Nersisyan in the GoGoGear.com Koenig Wheels Hyundai Genesis Coupe.
In row 4, we have Larry Bani in the GoGoGear.com Koenig Wheels BMW M3. Next to him is Joshua Lyon in the BMW 330i.
Next row, we have Justin Gray in the 034 Motorsport Audi S4 with 4-wheel drive quattro power. Next to him is Carl Rydquist in the MyRaceShop.com Ride-Tech Factory 5 GTM.
Next row, we have the first of the Sportsman class, Pete Bovenberg in the Roto Wheels Honda Civic. Next to him is Edgar Lau in the Rose Construction Ravenel BMW 330i.
Next row, we have Andy Chittum with an outstanding performance in the GoGoGear.com Koenig Wheels Honda Civic. Next to him, Andrew Gardner in the A. Gardner Racing Lexus IS300.
In row 8, we find ourselves with Sean Milburn in the Bay Area Drafting Acura RSX. Next to him is our rookie Reza Arsham in the GoGoGear.com Koenig Wheels Honda Civic.
Row 9, we have Michael McCulligan in the Ray Bestis Idemitsu Mazda RX-8. Next to him, Ali Arsham in the GoGoGear.com Koenig Wheels BMW M3.
On row 10, we have James Govea in the GoGoGear.com Koenig Wheels Mazda MX5. Next to him is Brad Austin in the TNI Racing Mazdaspeed 3.
Next row, we have Ken Kurtz in the Aquila CR1 in the GTP class. And next to him, Chris Allegro in the Apex Racing ARG Motorsport Ford Mustang FP350S.
So as usual, we're getting ready for the standing starts in the United States Touring Car Championship. This should be a really good race.
We see the cars all getting ready in the back. The guys in the back have a little harder time because they're not pointed straight away. So imagine trying to do a drag race sideways. But
and
green
go,
flag
go,
drops.
go.
There we
Green,
go.
green,
Wow,
green.
the Corvette.
Oh,
Rob Harper,
God.
pole position. He bogs, and so does Doug Makishima. Look like he bogged too.
Everybody gets around though.
Everybody's getting
No
around.
crashes. This is great.
Wow,
Close
Larry
racing.
Bani jumped from, 5th to 1st? Wow, what a battle.
That car got a jackrabbit start. He just weaved his way through that entire class.
Wow, some people made mistakes and some people took advantage of them. That's what makes this so exciting. And wow, he's already got a half-second lead on the second place position by turn 3.
So we got a tight battle. The GT cars kind of got left behind. We got the touring cars in a close pack, and Rob Harper's coming through with all that horsepower now.
And the first section of this racetrack is all tight corners where the touring cars are actually a little faster. It's the later part of the track where you can open them up with all that horsepower. So we'll see what happens. It's going to get exciting as we get to the long strip back straightaway right here. We see Doug. No, that's not Doug Makishima. That is Greg Evans going on the inside of Andy.
Wow, that was a very aggressive move so early on in the game, and here comes Rob as well, trying to chase Bandy down.
Well, Yeah, Rob is driving that 28 Corvette, that red Corvette. He's first place in GT, but getting the overall lead right now is Greg Evans in that 9 BMW. And look at the battle in Sportsman back there. Wow, 5 cars, bumper to bumper.
In the Sportsman class, the top 7 were within a second of each other qualifying, so this should be a really exciting race for them. They're going to be nose to tail the entire race.
7 cars within a second of each other. This is an amazing battle. We have front wheel drive. Look at that.
Pete Bovenberg on the outside of Reza Arsham. He comes right back. They're not giving any quarters whatsoever.
No way.
This is what happens when you're less than a second apart.
Yes, definitely. You cannot leave the door open for anybody. Here we have Art McCullough. Art McCullough. That's Michael McCullough driving the RX-8, trying to catch up to Ali Arsham in that BMW M3.
And Ali's chasing his son Reza. So this
What
is
a
going to be a
battle.
family affair.
And now here we go. Rob Harper in that 28 Corvette.
Now that Corvette's going to stretch out its legs. Absolutely.
Yeah, now he's going to go for it. It took him a lap, but look
And
who's
don't
right
look
behind.
now, right. The Factory 5 did not get a qualifier in. He flew in last second, and so he had to start from the back of the pack. Within 1 lap, he is within 1 car of Rob Harper. That GT battle is going to be really interesting.
Carl Rydquist was in Europe this morning and caught a late flight, changed his flight around just to make it to the race start. Couldn't qualify, and look at him now. He had to start in the back, and he is now within a second of first place.
And here we have Doug Makishima jumping on the inside of Larry Bani. Can he make it stick? They're going at it.
Close.
No, that's really tight quarters. They're not giving any room to each other whatsoever.
And
but it's
this
clean,
puts
and he goes through.
This put Larry in a hard place because there's no grip once you get shoved out to that position.
You could see that car just washed right out of the latter half of that turn.
Right.
He's coming right back at Doug, though. Doug's going to take the inside to make sure he doesn't get past.
Now let's go back to the start because the start was amazing. Here we are on board with Makishima, and look, he just missed
Wow,
the
he's
shift.
totally bugged. Here's Larry Bani going past Reto.
Wow, look at the
Wow,
Corvette
he just
and the Rob
sticks it on
Harper.
the inside.
Look at, and this
That
is
door shut real quick, but man,
Greg
he just
Evans.
shoved that car in there.
Greg Evans got a great start, but then
Oh, he
missed
misses
the shift.
the shift. That's how Bani got around him on the
And then he got
outside.
around him. I think he got so excited that he got
Here's Sheehan going right, flying past Doug, and he misses a shift a little bit.
Boy,
Oh
what?
my goodness!
I
Wow,
think everybody got so excited.
everybody's way too excited on that one.
Definitely. And look at behind him. That's Art
Nersisyan.
Nersisyan
Whoa!
almost rear-ends Sheehan because Sheehan
Close,
missed
close.
the shift. The two teammates almost rear-end each other.
Look at that GT5 just slicing through that field with the lights blazing.
Yeah. Oh, Art had no place to go except for the guy's bumper because he was stuck between the wall and another car. And the Volkswagen Jetta Reto Baumann also got a great launch too, but unfortunately he had no place to go. But in all of this, Mr. Bani, Mr. Drag Racer we call him, he got the first place.
He always gets those Jack Rabbit starts. We got to go find out what his secret is.
His secret is he doesn't miss shifts and he pays attention. That's what it is.
I think his mentality is when you see the green flag, you go.
I think when he needs to start doing, just drag races, I think he has a bright future there. Now we're on board with the Aquila of Ken Kurtz. He's just cruising around back there just to see what happens in the front.
He
because
does
I
not
think
want any of that mayhem up front.
Exactly.
He's got the power. He'll take his time. He'll get by people later on.
Definitely. Okay, well, let's go back to live action now and see what's going on because there's a lot of battles, and the big one right there is the two Civics, Arsham and that's Pete Bovenberg
Yes,
in the blue now. So
and right in
Arsham's
front of them is Chittum
in the other Civic, in the 30 Civic.
Right,
so we have
right.
the silver Civic, the yellow Civic, and the blue Civic all chasing each other.
and then behind them you got the Lexus, and then the Acura behind that. So it's a big giant Sportsman train coming
Yeah, it's
down
a
the
5-car
S's.
Sportsman train. And that Lexus is piloted by Andrew Gardner, who normally drives the Ford Mustang, but he had problems with the Ford Mustang, and he switched to the Lexus for the rest of the year to keep his championships alive. Wow, look at that. He's trying to get a run on Pete Bovenberg. And
So Bovenberg and Reza Arsham are going at it. You can see them locking up tires, and that allowed actually Gardner to sneak up on them. He almost got by.
definitely, we have right now in this battle, we have 4 front-wheel drive cars and 1 rear drive car. Let's see what happens.
And don't look now. Here comes the Acura.
Here comes the
The
Acura.
Bay Area drafting Acura is trying to sneak by. He keeps it on his rear quarter, doesn't let him come back out.
That's Sean Milburn,
Milburn,
our
yes.
our top rookie of the year so far. He's trying to win that title.
Boy, those guys got that pedal to the metal. You
Wow,
can
look
hear
at
it going
Bovenberg
all the
trying
way
to
down
get
the
a run on
straightaway.
turn 1.
No lift.
But no, wow, look at that battle. The two teammates, Reza Arsham and Andy Chittum, leading this train. But Bovenberg wants that second place. This is a fight for second place. And Edgar Lau is leading Sportsman, and he took advantage of the traffic, and he's
gone.
But
now, Andy Chittum's a hot shoe. He just actually won this year's Specky 30 class.
Yes.
And so these guys are on his tail, so you can see the quality of the drivers. And they're, again, nose to tail. It's amazing. Nobody's giving any space to each other whatsoever, but they've kept it all clean.
And we're checking we don't have to check the lap times. You can see these guys are turning all about the same speed. It's just going to come down to who makes a mistake first.
Boy, Pete got a really good run on Reza. He goes on the outside. He's going to do the switcheroo.
Here's a Kogel gear battle between Sheehan and the 34 of Larry Bani. Sheehan takes the lead in touring car. But back to the Sportsman battle.
Reza's doing a great job keeping Pete at bay.
And we see that yellow 32 Civic still keeping him behind, but it also looks like, well, actually you can't see that in that shot, but it looks like Michael McCulligan is also coming on board to join this fight as well.
And Pete goes for the inside,
but
heavy braking zone. Reza's got him covered.
Yeah, but Pete gets a better launch out of this corner, but no, he does not.
He put on some good power coming out of that corner. That was amazing. He actually pulled away from Pete. Pete's car makes a lot of horsepower.
Yeah,
he's been doing this for a long time.
That tight corner. It's all about who can put the power down first. So let's go see what's going on back there in the Sportsman fight. I think we had some. Actually, no. Sorry. As we go back to replay action now, let's see what went on behind. This is the battle between
the teammates. Yeah, this is how Sheehan jumped on the inside of Bani. Took
Yes.
him in turn 7.
Yeah, good fight there. Of course, this is not for positioning for class, but still, very tight way.
They were trying to go side by side through the S's. Boy, they really must trust each other to go through those turns side by side. That's not a place where you want to be side by side.
No, definitely not. They must have a confidence. But you know, even though they're teammates and they're friends, I think once the green flag drops, it's anybody's game, and nobody wants to let each other win.
Two Hyundai Genesis are making a BMW sandwich out of Bani.
Yeah, and Sheehan is, he's very definitely wants to win this race, and he doesn't want his teammate to win this race because, when you're teammates and you're driving equal cars, you don't want to get beaten by your teammate.
And the championship is in play between those two guys, actually. Definitely.
These two guys are, right now, Sheehan is leading the championship, but it's not by much. Not by much. One missed shift, and wow, look at that. He actually built a big gap in one lap. That was
Did
pretty
you see
nice.
his car is smoking
Yeah,
pretty badly?
definitely. I noticed that
he's
too.
had previously transmission issues. I wonder if that thing popped his head when he missed the shift at the start.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, it could have messed him up at the start. Definitely.
Yeah, but that thing seems to be smoking pretty consistently. And I'm sure Art's saying, get out of the way. I need to
Let's
catch
go
up
to a
with
commercial, and
Gary.
we'll see you on the other side. Welcome back as we rejoin the action now in the battle between the 28 and the 8 car. The Corvette versus the Factory 5, powered by a Corvette motor. And you see them starting to lap the slower cars now.
This is a race where Rob Harper is absolutely keeping that GT5 in the back of him and not letting him get by this time around.
Yeah, well, Rob really wants to win this race because he's led a lot of races, but he's had problems and he's come up short many times, which was, most of them were heartbreaking events. So
Absolutely, he is super motivated. You can see those two cars, once the Factory 5 got around the back markers, since then they've been yo-yoing and, he could not get past that Corvette.
Yeah, so we'll see if he can actually beat the Factory 5 this time. He looks like this is his race now, but you can never be sure until the checkered flag comes out. We're on board with Doug Makishima now,
He's chasing down his teammate.
Yeah, yes he is. And Doug wants to pass his teammates, so we have two battles between sister team cars.
Those cars look almost identical. It's really hard to tell them apart, even going down the front straightaway in front of us. They sound the same. They're both BMWs. They're both 6-cylinder, and very hard to tell them apart.
Yep. If you want to tell them apart, you can look under the hood. But we lift the hood, and Doug goes a little wide. He had the line, but
he is
went a little
really
wide.
pushing it. Now you
and
can
the
see
smoke,
that.
That smoke.
Yeah, that Hyundai Genesis.
He's gonna run out of oil pretty soon.
Gary's hoping this thing makes it to the end of the race and not have Art go by him and take over the championship lead.
Yeah, he needs to. He needs to just keep that gap, maintain that gap, and not let him go. But also, he needs to worry about finishing the race and not having issues.
Meanwhile, I think Bani's looking for an inhaler. He's just sucking that smoke in.
Look at that smoke. Yeah, definitely. But he's not slowing down. His lap times are consistent, so
if anything, he's actually put a little distance on Bani. You can clearly see the distance between Bani and Art stayed the same, but it looks to me like Gary's put a little bit of gap between himself and Bani.
Yeah, certainly. Now we're on board with this is Sean Milburn in that RSX. But here, wow, we have to back on board with this fight in Sportsman. Wow, it's getting crowded up there.
The distance has not changed at all. When they go right in front of us on the front straightaway, you can see you can hear the engines. That gap is exactly identical.
Oh, but wait, Pete's got a run on Andy Chittum. He's trying to get.
And in the meanwhile, Reza got around Andy.
So Reza's up to second, and he's going on the inside of Andy.
Oh, Andy shuts the door. Andy punts him.
Oh no!
Whoa, that's not a place where you want to get punted. That is going about 120 miles an hour.
Oh no! Oh, we got the slow-mo version. He's on.
Oh, there was some decent overlap.
There's no
I don't know
room.
if Andy knew he was there.
Yeah, it's one of the fastest corners of the track. I don't know about that.
I cannot believe how Andy kept it off the tire.
I can't believe Andy kept it on four wheels. Usually, you end up rolling it if you go sideways there because there's not much room. But fortunately, he kept it alive. But now he's all the way
Andy
back.
by calling him the hot shoe.
Exactly. Yeah,
don't
definitely.
look now. Here comes the Audi going right past Pete.
Now this is now Edgar is still leading Sportsman. He's nice and comfortable, as you can see. He's just letting some of the faster cars go by. But now Bovenberg is chasing down Reza for second place. Reza Arsham is still in that yellow car, is in second place. And now we have faster cars going by, so we'll see you on the other side of the corner. Welcome back as we see the fight in GT still brewing, although we did see a puff of smoke coming out of the Corvette, so...
Yeah, but that fight's getting actually closer and closer, and Rob isn't taking any evasive maneuvers yet, so he still got the speed in that Corvette.
Yeah, so Rydquist is a very experienced driver, so now and Rob this is I believe his second year racing, so now we have experience versus youth, I guess, so we'll see how that works out.
But Rob is a motocross racer, and those motocross, altogether motorcycle racers, they're flat out nuts.
Yeah, they are.
They like close quarters.
And if you've seen Rob Harper in the war ceremony, he is nuts. He is definitely one of our most fun drivers. He likes to do goofy stuff, but yeah, this is going to be a great fight in GT. We'll see what's going to happen there. But the big action was in Sportsman. Boy, that Sportsman action, we see the two teammates here. This is the two ARG Motorsports cars. Looks like Doug made it around Greg
they swapped
Evans.
places, and obviously, clearly, Doug's car is just so much faster. But Greg hasn't really lost the tail in that thing.
Oh, Larry Bani pushing so hard in turn 10.
He wants that spot back.
Yeah, he does. We're on board with Sheehan. Sheehan looks nice and relaxed. It doesn't seem like he's too worried about any mechanical problems, and the shifter seems to be working fine. His speed looks to be okay. It's just that puff of smoke here and there that seems to be the problem, but we'll have to keep our eyes on that. There we go. Oh, geez, that is getting worse.
That does not look healthy.
That does not look healthy at all.
He better address that. He almost looked like he even slipped in his own oil a little bit.
Yeah,
there was a little
exactly.
wiggle there, unless there was something on the track.
Right.
But here come the other two teammates.
Oh, who was that? That was James Gouveia in the MX5. Looks like he spun over there at turn 2. We saw some. We saw
Might
some
be
dirt.
something on the track after all.
Yeah, possibly. But fortunately, he's didn't damage anything. Looks like he's back on board, letting the faster cars go by.
Boy, look at that beautiful GTP car. That thing looks so low to the ground. It's amazing.
Yeah, and he's followed by that red 53, that Volkswagen Jetta. That's the Red Panther Motorsport Volkswagen Jetta, Reto Harper. Ooh, what is that? That is Reza Arsham. Ooh, he had some mechanical issues. Looks like he slowed down on the track. He's getting out of the way. Oh no, he was in second place. He was in second place having problems, and here comes the Factory 5 to get first place out of the GT cars.
That turn 10 is a super fast turn, so you can see how hard Carl's pushing, trying to catch Rob, and Rob's having none of it.
No, definitely not. Wow, look at that battle. That's the 9 car. That is Edgar Lau leading comfortably in. Oh, wow. Now the battle between Gardner and Baumann. Gardner on the
jumps
inside.
on the inside. That was a beautiful pass.
Gardner for second place in Sportsman, but here
He
comes
hasn't
back
given
Pete. Pete's on the inside now, and he gets
Wile
the
E. Coyote, he does the over-under.
Oh,
He gets him
wow,
back.
what a great battle between these two. Front-wheel drive against rear drive, 6-cylinder against 4-cylinder. Gardner goes a little wide. Here comes McCulligan in the inside of the RSX.
And he shuts the door, and they touch.
Oh, no.
That was terrible.
Oh, no. Gardner, come on, Michael. Go. Michael, slow down, and here comes... Oh, no, that was... Oh, wow, what? So much action all in the same lap.
It's getting towards the end of the race, so these guys are getting going. They want those positions. They want
here
those
comes
points.
Andrew Gardner back on Bovenberg once again.
And the GT
cars are about to lap
right
these guys.
behind them. This is going to get interesting right now.
Right
and they're
now.
going through the S's.
Nobody's going to want to lift. And this is the tightest part of the track. What are they going to do?
And we're running the Indy formation this weekend, so they got the heavy braking.
Oh, no, don't hit it.
Jump
don't
on the
be
inside.
careful.
They keep it clean. No punting.
Oh, he goes off in the
Bovenberg
dirt.
goes off.
in the dirt. Where's Andrew? Where's Gardner?
Did he get up? Did he get
There
up?
he
Sure
is.
enough. He's got the better speed coming out.
He does. He had the run, but he's got the inside line
We're
towards
gonna be able
turn
to see him
11.
right
and
around
there goes the
this, and there
GT
goes
car.
Rob Harper. Wow, look at that.
They found a nice straightaway, and Gardner got passed by the Bovenberg. Oh, he's waving at him. Oh, man, what a fight this has been. And the MX5 is getting passed in the front. He's going, I want no part of this. As we see the white flag comes out. One more lap.
One more lap. Here we go. Tighten
Wow.
your seatbelts, boys and girls. This is it. This is for all the marbles.
Wow, I thought that last lap was exciting. Could it get any better than this? And here comes Carl Rydquist.
And there's Rob smoking
And
now.
there's definitely Corvette.
Oh, and there's a lot of smoke coming out of the Corvette.
No.
Oh, no. Is he going to have another mechanical?
Wow.
He-
And the Corvette definitely looks like he's slowed down, and he's just,
That
no.
GT5 was all over the rear bumper of that Corvette.
That Carl Rydquist looks like definitely is faster, quicker. Is he going to find a way around, or is the Corvette going to be the widest Corvette in the world for the one more lap?
I think Rob is going to rip that rear view mirror and make that car as wide as possible.
Rob says, I don't care, whatever breaks. This thing has to cross the finish line first. We're on board the Corvette. He's still
Here's
super
one
fast,
of those
120 miles
places
an hour.
where they can jump on the inside of him. He
On
leaves the door
brakes,
open.
Rydquist tries to go
Rydquist
inside.
drives
Not
it
quite.
hard, and
Not
Rob takes
quite.
him deep. Wow, look at that.
Not
Look at
quite.
Carl just drifting that car around the corner. He's giving it all the B's. This is for all the marbles, boys and girls. Here we go. They're going into the S's. Let's see who comes out on the other side.
Wow, what a battle. Here we see Edgar Lau.
On a Sunday
comfortably
drive.
driving, but
you know, don't look
Bovenberg,
now.
second
Bovenberg
place.
caught up. Whoa, what's
After-
going on? I wonder if there's something wrong with Edgar's car now.
After all that, Bovenberg caught up, and Andrew Gardner now, finds himself a little bit behind Bovenberg. So after
But in
all that
third
action,
place.
but in third place still, not bad, considering he was at the end of the pack or at the
And they
beginning.
got 2 more braking zones, so there's 2 additional passes left.
There's 2 passes
chances
left.
for passing.
Here comes the Corvette for checkered flag.
Rob can finally breathe a
And
sigh of
we
relief.
have
He's going to take that checkered
Rob
flag
Harper,
in first
congratulations,
place.
finally did it.
Congratulations. Well deserved.
And not only that, he actually built a little bit of a lead over the Carl Rydquist. So at
I
the
think
end,
Carl drove his tires off. He
Wow.
had nothing left in that car.
it was Rydquist with second place and Rob Harper in first place, with Joshua Lyon in third place in GT. And in the sportsman class, it was Edgar Lau with Bovenberg second and Andrew Gardner in third place.
Wow, what a race. That was about as exciting as I've seen any of these races.